All right, so look, we know what time it is. It's almost Super Bowl time. We know who's in the Super Bowl for the AFC. I mean, what are we talking about?
We knew
Mahomes.
before the
It's
season
Bowser.
started.
It's Bowser again. But that being said, this year was tough. It was a great regular season. We got the Bills and the Ravens. Those were the two hot AFC teams that weren't the Chiefs. That being said, Charlie, let me ask you straight up. What can the Bills do now? Like they lost to Mahomes for the fourth time in the playoffs. Josh Allen led Bills. What can they do to get them over that hump?
All right, let me think. I think they should draft a receiver. Wait, they did that. Or maybe a tight end. Wait, they did that. Maybe they should trade for a receiver. No, they did that too. I mean, can we get Josh Allen more help? Maybe a running back in a second. No, they got that. James Cook. Uh, I don't know. Ask nicely. I don't know. Like ask Pat Mahomes to take a year off. They need Pat Mahomes to listen to Jonell and chill in Cancun. If like Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes has his heart. Like he just does. But Josh Allen was pressing from the first play of the game in the AFC Championship. First play of the game, he chucks it downfield, running out of bounds. I'm like, dude, just throw it away. Just do to like be normal. Like he takes a weird, wild hit on the side. Like, relax. He cannot relax when he's staring Bowser in the face.
Yeah.
But in lieu
a mushroom, man.
In lieu of that, in lieu of Pat Mahomes deciding to be nice, it's they need another weapon. Like they have invested in tight end and Big Bad Kincaid, but that hasn't really, bared any fruit.
No slander on Big Bad Kincaid's name, fam.
Deion Coleman is cool, but like, is he a difference maker? He wasn't this year. And then what?
Was in the preseason when he was in his interviews being funny.
With his little coat, like we got Mason.
I like the coat.
Like I like him as a person, but they don't have a difference maker at receiver. If they still had prime Stephon Diggs, not this one. Like if they had a playmaker like that, I think that could get them.
But they had that playmaker and they
Amari
didn't beat him.
Cooper is what?
Charlie, you know the problem I have with everything you said? They had prime
they did, but they didn't have prime Josh Allen at the time.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
There's a better Josh Allen.
This is better, but I think he plays better without that. But go ahead.
Yeah, because he's not really a number one receiver type of guy. I love what you're saying. And while help only helps, but marginally. The only way for them to beat Josh Allen, like here's the thing. The only way for them to beat Pat is, and it's going to be an unpopular opinion and probably won't happen because they're already established in this situation, but they need to upgrade where the Chiefs are the best. They need an Andy Reid level coaching staff. Like that's the only way for them to do this. Like,
you don't like Soggy?
If you watched that game yesterday, right? Like this is the fine margins. I was like, I picked Buffalo to win the game because I'm like, maybe they'll just finally put it together. And it's like at least at some point in time you got to do it. But then it's like, look at this. They go for it on fourth down 5 times. They're running the same tired play. You don't have anything in your arsenal. I remember when I was watching the failed 2-point conversions. I'm like, this is why they're going to lose this game, because I'm like, Pat's going to have to go down there and do this, and they're going to convert this, and you're going to have missed these. You're running predictable plays. You even Josh Allen in the moment where what do you call it? Where on that blitz on the fourth down, you misshifted the line. All of this is just like all of this stuff. Like you have to be buttoned up the way the Chiefs are, the way Spagnuolo makes those calls, the way Andy Reid like lulls you to sleep. They haven't. The Chiefs haven't called no design quarterback runs like for like a couple of years, and they've done 3, and 1 was in the Super Bowl last year, and 2 was in that game yesterday. You know what I'm saying? They don't like. You don't know what you're going to expect because the coaching is next level. That's the only way. McDermott's not by the. He's not in the same league.
By the way, hold on, Frank. You a sucker too, Frank, because you was championing Andy Reid for years, but you was scared to say it before he was there yet.
Couldn't stand on business until Andy's in his third straight.
Who cares? I'm standing on business now.
Neil, what do you think? What do you think? This is your man. Well, I know.
I was trying to stall, but no, I have an answer.
I adopted him this year, but this is historically your man's Josh Allen. What do the Bills need, or Josh Allen personally? What do they need to get over that hump? Because I actually thought about this too a little bit more as y'all were talking.
So I have a direct answer. I thought that the Bills would come in and do well this year. I didn't think they was going to be packed. But so the Bills season kind of went similar to how I expected.
Mhm.
That being said, they need to upgrade their defense. I don't care how good you think it is.
Yeah.
Their defense just has to get crazy because the bottom line is with Josh Allen, the Josh Allen led Bills have shown me they can do anything in this league except beat Mahomes in the playoffs. That's what they've shown me. They can do any. And so that being said, I don't think they need to upgrade nothing on offense. Josh Allen can do what he needs to do, but you can't stop Pat. That's all the thing that can help him. That's the only thing that can help him.
I want to take it one step further because while I was like, when I gave it more thought, not only upgrade that defense, I think they need a bona fide pass rusher. And that goes for them. That goes for the other three thems. The Bengals, they need a bona fide pass rusher. And the Ravens, they need a bona fide. If you look at all of those teams, no one has a guy that they can sick on Pat Mahomes. I feel like that is a prerequisite.
Vanessa is your man.
But can we be real? Like, that's why I said upgrade the coaching staff because you got to like match them in the other areas. Because here's the thing, right? I was reading something earlier. Pat Mahomes has trailed in, I think, was it like 9 playoff games? Like he's in the fourth quarter of 9 playoff games, and he's led a drive to win 6. Like 2, he forced them into overtime and then lost in overtime. 1, he didn't even like get the ball or whatever. And then 1 was the game that was like the Patriots Super Bowl. Or sorry, not the Patriots, the Bucks Super Bowl where he ran 100 yards behind the line of scrimmage where they had no offensive linemen. So I don't even know if I can count that. So it's like clearly he's going to get it. I think he has like a 75% conversion rate of like when he needs to get it. Like I just don't know like if a better defense is going to change that because like you're going up against that guy. You're going against that.
Like, I get it, but like you kind of made part of my point is that the one Super Bowl he did lose, it was going up against. It's when he did not have ample time, and it was because his offensive line was bad. But if you can't make his offensive line worse. You can make your defensive line better. So when the one he did lose was to pass rush that he couldn't stop. So give yourself the best opportunity. I feel like the Ravens offense isn't perfect, but it's good enough. I think the Bills offense is good enough. The Bengals offense is better than theirs. So those 3 teams, they got that part. They got to be able to get after him. Like so he seems like he's just chilling.
I think we know about the Bengals offense, and we talked about Josh, but like no disrespect to Lamar, but do you not think they need something else on offense to compete at some point? Because I know the thing about Lamar, like the other 2 offenses, I don't have any questions about. Right. I don't have a question about Lamar offense because I mean Lamar is the player he is. I mean I'm not going to sugarcoat it. He's not a great thrower, but he's an overall good player. But do you think he needs more help on offense? Because Mark Andrews stinks clearly. They got Derrick Henry, but how old is he? And then their receivers are weird, bro. Like I don't even know if Zay Flowers is good.
Yeah, but do you think he's like Josh Allen in that way where he? Charlie always brings this point out, and I never like it because I never like giving people credit, especially not Lamar. But but do you think that like a number 1 receiver would serve him well? He's never really had like a real like.
I'll say this. This is what I'll say about Lamar. If you ask me, keeping it real, I don't know, but I don't know if he would necessarily need like a Jamar Chase or something like that, number 1. But I think he needs better receivers because I'm just going to say it very practically because of his lack of throwing. I think they need to implement way more easy short passes with people who can do stuff with it, not just random Rashad Batemans that you can get the ball to. Lamar is excellent, but you're putting too much on his shoulders. Versus let's imagine he had Odell Beckham back in the day when he was Odell Beckham or Tyreek Hill or you can use anybody he could just throw and make something happen, and he's still Lamar Jackson.
I understand where you're coming from, but if I had to prioritize one or the other, I think they need a playmaker on defense.
Oh, for sure.
A pass rusher.
All I'm saying is,
I think they do need offensive improvements, an additional running back, additional receivers. Bateman shouldn't be your number 2, but I think some of this is skewed by how bad Mark Andrews played in that championship game in the playoff game. And the fact that Zay Flowers didn't play. Zay Flowers didn't play in that game. So, yes, it heightens how much they need that. I think they're okay. I think that defense, they got Kyle Hamilton. He's just one piece. They really need.
I think you guys for what this is what I got from you guys is that all 3 of the contenders to try to fight Bowser, they all need a pass rusher, and new coaching staffs because I don't like any of their coaching staffs.
Hey, Frank,
You
I don't
like
disagree with
Harps?
that.
You don't like Harps?
Including
Well,
Harps.
he need better coordinators.
Oh.
Maybe, but I just what is he actually done?
He's a leader. I don't know about his X's and O's.
Hey, all right. You know what? Executive order, just like the president. We're not doing that, Frank. We're not doing that. We're not. Nope. You can take that. We put you on a plane with that type of opinion. Get you out of here.
If I gotta go back to the office, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You do that. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man. But anyway, we could just leave it right there, though, man. But anyway, anything you want to say if we got this piece check?
Nah, man. I just honestly, the thing that all three of these teams need is for Pat Mahomes to chill out.
Peaches.
Like, it's pretty crazy. I mean,
we went back to the roundabout conclusion is the same thing.
Roundabout is honestly nothing they can do.
Pat Mahomes is so good because I hate consensus stuff, but it's nothing to talk about no more. There's no more discussions. No, it is what it is. But anyways, man, this has been Soggy Nachos Podcast. Thanks for listening. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Run to tell somebody about us. Get in the comment section. Peace.